trash kids when they saw this increase. Sorry, gotta go. Double G, double P. Sorry.
Fortnite, let's go. I get it all night for show. I'm on a Fortnite, let's go. I get it all night.
And another region that played last night. And Zeke, I really want to watch this in particular because my one talking point typically with the Asian region is how strong their rifling skills are and how good their flicks and the accuracy are. But with the change and the rise of the drum gun, is that going to hold true? Are players going to opt to run the drums in the close range? Or are they going to rely on multiple quick tack hits and we're going to see crazy double flicks? Or are they going to just stick to the rifles and utilize the FSA? Or, you know, just drill people with the drum gun anyway, because Gulik's showing that as long as you're not like really far out there, the drum gun, it's all good. As long as you're not at extreme long range, it can still get the job done. But now Gulik pressing right on into this box and showing that the drum gun is the way of the road. Wenken going down, the player who was in first place last week, coming out from the semifinals, wasn't quite able to carry it over into that Saturday qualifier, but still a brilliant push from Gulik right there.
Dude, that was very well executed, especially someone like newbies Wenquin. He's very good. Just like you said, he came out #1 last week, so very well on his part. Putin here, we saw him up at the top as well. We're going to hop in with him. Again, the drum gun. So I think, kind of going back to your point, I think it depends on how these players play. We obviously know the rifling skills are out of this world. Borderline, like, no one even comes close. So I think in the fact that we vaulted the pump, it means there's more opportunities to take engagements with rifles, right? Especially if you're just running both, because we've seen players run an AR and the drum gun. You take the precision shots when you need to, and then if you're like, I just need to full send this guy, you swap to drum gun and potentially attack as well. So I think they're going to run with this change. I'm very excited to see. We've already seen nothing but rifle fire, right? We haven't seen anything as far as heavy snipers yet. Not much in the way of attack, even though Hooten has one. There's still a bunch of weapons and utility that they can play with.
Yeah, great work from Hooten there, utilizing the stink and the edge of the storm. Two of them took down that player. Player was hoping that was Hooten's last stink, but had plenty more to give there, as now you see him trying to sort out his loadout, and it's going to be 6 shadow bombs, shields, opting to drop the stinks there for the additional rotation, and then does have the legendary combat shotgun and then an uncommon drum gun. So we'll see how he puts this to work. Does have the shields to top back off, so now as he boxes himself in, we're inside the top 10, so that's 5 placement points already and 5 eliminations. Putin sitting on 10 points so far for this game, but he's looking for more. Catches Furatina trying to get a quick shield off on the high ground, and Putin recognizing he took down the player from the high ground, gonna 90 himself up real quick and then begin to look down. Now he has ultimate high ground and no one even looking remotely towards him as Marine King, Kitara Konku, Gulik and Toggle all stuck on that low ground with Hooten just able to rain shots down, has the launch pad, has the shadow bomb, so no threat, and also just connects over to this player's build saying, I'm good. Use the combat shotgun, drops the bush there, but misses the second shot, unfortunately. Now going to swap back over the drum and try and put some shots down.
He needs something else in his inventory. He needs an extra form of punching through walls, whether that be an additional drum gun, a heavy snipe, even something like a silenced SMG, right? We know that cracks walls and builds, so that's the kind of the problem right now that Hooten has. Or just pickaxe the floor, or just drum gun the floor.
Good enough to push right on in, and right there, Layak and Lilith gets taken down. Brilliant rotation. So Hooten popped the shadow bomb. As he saw the rocket come to drop his high ground, Toggle had fired that off at it to retake, and instead rotates around to the other power position, being on the safe side of the storm. And now Toggle is going to do the same thing. Top 5Z, all about the eliminations and the victory royales. Everyone in here got 7 points for their trouble, but they want to close it out because tomorrow there's only one spot up for grabs, and you need every bit of practice you can get.
And right now, Hooten is putting in so much work. I love it. He's playing like this hit and run style, right? He gets a position with the shadow bomb, finds these angles exactly like this, and then before what we were saying is that once he'd get that elimination, he'd pop another one and use it to flank and get a new position. Double, triple traps come out, and it doesn't even matter. Look at this. Just like I said, he's going to use this to reposition. I love this.
You can't edit out of your own box, though. We've seen this problem before.
No.
You can't pop a shadow bomb because then you can't interact during that time window. You're locked out for that full 6 seconds. So now, Gulik on the high ground, Hooten on the low ground with Riddle Fire. You have Hooten in the bottom right-hand corner with that combat shotgun. Cleans up Riddle Fire with 2 great shots, but Gulick is going to try and ride this out. Gulick putting up some drum gun spray.
Great catch.
The RPG, and then switches over to the combat shotgun, and that is one of the strengths of it. If you're able to fire those rounds out as fast as possible, and you are accurate,